All right. Everyone still hear me?
Yep.
All right, we're good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, chat. Welcome back to another Angry Elf adventure. This time with a whole new campaign. Um, what's going to be happening is we split the group and added 2 new people. So with that, we have a Wednesday crew and a Sunday crew, each of 4 people, each doing things in a world of my own creation. So it should be an adventure. We'll see how things go, and hope you enjoy the ride. So, with that, the adventure begins. All right. Did a little bit of hand waving at the start here, so kind of railroaded you into where I wanted you. But um, you all find yourselves in the small town of Aramore, located a little more than 2 days' walk north along the Royal Road from the city of Furness. Aramore is a small village, a mostly self-governed town where nearby farmers can come to exchange goods and buy supplies. It's late morning and early spring when you each arrive after hearing tales of strange goings-on near the village. The sun shines bright overhead, warming up the humid morning as a group of townspeople are gathered in the town square, each trying to voice their own opinion and chat with another. Anything you guys want to do? It's basically a gathering of assortment of humans, the occasional halfling. Mostly these 2 races. They seem to be gathering, bickering, chatting.
Are there any trees nearby?
Trees nearby? Not really.
Okay.
There is a forest about 3-ish miles just outside of town. It's where the Faith Ross Forest begins.
That's so unnatural.
A man stands in a wooden crate above the crowd. He's heavier set, with a receding hairline and a well-trimmed beard, all gray. He holds his hands up and tries to get the attention of the people. Quiet, people, please. I have sent word back to both Furness and Numenir. It could be some time before we hear back. The crowd bursts out in arguments and anger, screaming of disappearances and troubles.
Okay.
One voice seems to scream above the din, though, "They took my children!" And the town goes quiet, or the crowd goes quiet. They were playing. I only took my eyes off them for 2 minutes to make dinner. They were just gone. We live near the edge of the forest. Please help me, please. She collapses to her knees. A woman next to her helps her back to her feet. The mayor stands above the group, looking troubled, and if anyone has anything they'd like to share, any news they can offer, come see me. In the meantime, stay in after sunset, lock your doors, and stay away from the forest. Thank you. He hops off the stool and moves towards the woman, the crowd slowly starting to disperse, though a large populace hangs around the square. What do you guys want to do?
Are we all together?
like.
You are all in this crowd?
Okay.
Or
Do
near
we
it?
do we know each other yet or no?
That's up to you. As far as I know, no.
I'm just gonna be sitting and observing them.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Just taking
move
it in.
closer to the man going to talk to the woman, but I'm not going to interfere yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay along the sidelines and try to listen in on some conversations.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna wander, try to listen to conversations, but try to understand who they are.
Okay.
Find the threat.
Who is? I guess I should ask.
The threat. Yeah, they.
The threat?
The people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you make your way out, the mayor's like trying to comfort this woman who's just weeping before him. The rest of their crowd is like large number of them have sort of start chit chatting in their own small little groups. You hear things talking about sheep and livestock have started going missing. Someone shouts out, something destroyed my fence. This little halfling child shouts out, something ate my right shoe. you gather things have started happening for about a week and a half. From some of what they say, the temperature has changed. The someone shouts out, as whispers, it snowed last week. It's almost a summer.
Spooky. This all sounds quite unnatural.
Indeed.
Andrew, what can I hear by being close to the mayor and the woman that he's trying to comfort?
The woman talks about she's like in between her sobs, she says that that basically what she shouted out, that she was watching her children one minute as they played near the edge of the forest. They they know not to go in. I was only gone for a minute, and then they were, and then she breaks down crying again. He comforts her and talks for a minute, trying to console her, and all I found was Willis's left shoe. And then more crying, more patting, and Thorold went after them. He went off to search after them, but please, you have to find some. You have to find them.
Okay.
I would like to look at the edge of the forest.
So you're in town right now. I mean,
Oh, okay.
with glancing out, you see a forest in the distance. Nothing at least strange from here. It's a town at the edge of almost a sea of crops. And this little village, this little hamlet, is like a center for the farmers to come in and get supplies and stuff before they go out to their individual houses and crops and stuff.
So I would like to move closer to the woman and ask her some questions.
Okay. So you approach. You're what, a halfling, correct? No, you're a wood elf. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get like a glance as you approach.
Sure. Can you tell me more about the time around when your children disappeared?
It was just this afternoon, not 2 hours ago. I was just I guess I should say no. Rather, it was last night. We spent the evening looking for them. My husband Thorold, he went deeper in the forest. Then I made my way to town first thing this morning.
Have you noticed anything strange going on before your children disappeared in the forest?
Strange? I mean, the weather's been strange, yes. And the mayor nods over and says, "Yeah, they started going wrong a little over a week ago. We had a springtime snow, which is not completely unheard of, and the next day it was about as clear as nice could be. The strange part was that 2 days later it snowed again, and then sun, and then rain, then sun, then snow, then sun, then rain, then sun." The patterns continue. As of right now, it will snow tomorrow. She says.
And
other than that, no.
And has your husband returned from looking for your children?
No.
You said that you only had the left shoe, correct?
That is correct. And she holds it up as like clutched in her fingers.
Do I notice any sort of damage done to it?
Make an investigation check.
Shit, we're rolling dice.
First dice roll of the game, of the campaign.
Don't mess up. Not bad.
What'd you get?
14.
14. You see, hold up the shoe and look at it. It looks like it's a child's shoe. It's got dirt and scuff on it, but probably just from the child playing. It looks like it was almost slipped off their foot, I guess. Like they were, you get hit by a car and their shoes just go flying off.
Mm-hmm.
It's still perfectly tied, probably from when the mother initially tied it,
I'm going to make my way into the town area, like away from the crowd. I
Okay.
want to see what kind of buildings there are around, if there are stores or
Okay.
anything.
Actually have a map for that, so let's pull that up.
Got a map for that.
There's a map for that.
Welcome to Aramore.
Oh, very nice.
So it's again, it's a small town. Hey, Boom. Can I not have that volume up, please? Thank you. Series of buildings, some houses of residents that do live in town. It has its own tavern, their own blacksmith. You guys are currently situated right there in the center in the Merchant Square. Overall, it doesn't look like the richest place there, but it's not shabbily put together.
Gwen, where are you heading?
I was gonna look around at what some of the stores are, see if there are some people I could talk to outside of the crowd, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you're more welcome to basically travel where you want.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to go into the Unfilled Mug. Is that a bar?
Yes, it's
A
a tavern in, it also serves as a bar usually. So the tavern is a timber-framed single-story building with several shuttered windows and a pillared, curved roof entryway. It contains a large brass countertop and tightly packed tables and chairs. There's a woman standing behind the counter as she starts polishing out.
I sit down at the counter.
Welcome. What can I get for you?
What's the specialty?
Well, we got 3 specials. You could get yourself a veggie steamed bun and a glass of whiskey for 4 silver, egg burger and onion with a glass of brandy for 5, eggs and ham casserole and potatoes and a tankard of ale for 5.
How about just a drink?
All right. Walks over, pours a mug and slides it down. That'll be 5 copper.
I can do that. Let me note that. So what's your name?
Me? I'm Ann Jacobs, owner of this here establishment.
Have you lived here long?
Yeah, just about past decade or so, I'd say. So, most of the important part of my life.
What's the town like?
You know it is, small little town, farmers. I mean, it's a little quiet place, at least until recently.
With all the weather changes and lost children.
Lost children? I ain't heard nothing about that. Is that what that meeting's out there about?
Yep. I think.
'Tis the day. 'Tis the day.
What else had you heard about?
Well, what ain't I heard? I've heard it all. Usually around here it's tales of wolves and coyotes, but usually them's leave something behind, like tattooed remains and whatnot. These though, I mean, we've had sheep gone missing, we've had livestock disappearing, plants disappearing, and not a trace of what happened.
And the people who live here, everybody's friendly to each other.
Yeah, you have your bad apples every now and then, but it is.
Who's
Generally
a bad
speaking.
apple?
Bad apple. Well, I mean, nobody likes the tax collector, right? And Zurbrix, he's just the creme de la crop as far as they're concerned. Other than that, you've got your pissy farmer out in his own field, but usually they calm down after a point.
Is he especially bad for a tax collector, or just a tax collector level?
Well, aren't all tax collectors especially bad? I mean, he's about what you'd expect, I'd say.
That's a good point. Mhm. What's everybody else doing? I don't want to take up too much.
I am still sitting and observing.
I'm gonna move
Uh,
away from the lady and just kind of like listen to the other conversation.
And my character would like to approach the mayor
Okay.
and try to learn some information from him.
Well,
So,
aren't
like to
you a
approach the mayor.
sight, you blue bud? Not many times we see people like your kind of folk around here. What brings you to our town and on such a troubled day? Kind of gives you like a maybe almost suspicious kind of glaze.
Yeah, I'm obviously blue. My name's Whirlwind. I'm from out of town. I kind of
Whirlwind.
ventured into here. Yeah, Whirlwind. Exactly.
All right.
But yeah, I'm just kind of seeking adventure, just kind of moseying around. But yeah, I was kind of, you know, I was kind of curious to hear about all the things that have been happening in your town recently.
You and me both. The woman in the meantime is like kind of been picked up by her friend and carried off of the dirt over to like a seat nearby. It's just you and the mayor.
So yeah, so how long has this been going on now for?
About a week and a half. Hard to keep track at the random snows, and I mean, you know, the farmers are always complaining about something eating their stuff, but I guess it's picked up a little bit more as of late.
Have any of these farmers or people who've seen their kids missing or livestock missing, have they seen what these creatures are?
Nobody's seen anything. That's the weird part. Who sent you? Were you sent by one of my lords?
No, I'm just a wanderer. I'm
A
from another
wanderer.
town.
You look pretty capable. Help us, will you? We can't offer you a lot, but if you can offer your services, we could offer something for your troubles.
I'm always seeking a good adventure and helping out people.
Well,
so,
I think you
yeah,
found
absolutely.
yourself one here.
I'd like to break in then.
That
My
found
character
high
is-
opportunity.
My character's just sitting on the ground next to this conversation. He's just been listening. And he slowly stands up and says, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has." And then he goes over and he puts his arm around their shoulders.
He like
And that's it.
gives you a look and looks back like elves. Kara, as you wander about listening, basically you're getting most of that. A lot of people are chatting about the woman and her children being wild children, start their own little gossips and rumors. Nothing too new or too suspicious though.
Okay. So then I'm going to head into the unfilled mug as well.
Okay.
Have a seat.
Great name.
Unfilled
An
mug.
elf, huh? We don't get many of your kind around here, the owner says as she looks towards you.
I eye you suspiciously.
I'm going to ignore the owner and
I
sit down
whisper
next to
the
Glenn.
bartender, "What a bitch."
It's elves, not much you can do about it.
Oh, I guess.
What can you tell me about the weather that's been happening around here?
Weather? Well, springtime here, and we just had our winter snows finally clear out, but apparently they're back now and on a pattern.
And what do you know about the woman in the square who's lost her children?
Woman in a square who lost her children. I wasn't there during the announcement, but he was like over the door and peeks out and gathers quickly by the woman that's sitting there like in the square crying. Oh, her? That would be. Where the hell are my notes? That'd be Minda. Minda Clayton. Yeah, she lives about a mile or two east outside of town. Good woman. Husband's a good man too. Occasionally stops in, for his own point. She got a got a dry, little bit of sarcastic sense of humor, but I wouldn't expect to be seeing that today.
And they're farmers.
Well, he's a farmer. She's yeah, it's, farmer's wife, you might say.
Mm.
And what about their children?
Their children? Yeah, 2 of them. Willis and Willow. Twins, boy and a girl. About 10 or so. Good lads. Good kids.
Mhm.
But
Where did you
kids
say
are
their
kids.
farm was?
About a mile or 2 east outside of town, right near the edge of the forest, actually.
I'm gonna stand up and start to head out the door.
Nice chatting with ya.
So people here, they're mostly farmers, and then you run this tavern, and then you have a mayor, and you have a tax collector, and that's pretty much everybody.
Aye, yeah, we have a blacksmith as well, and
Mm-hmm.
the odds and ends general store, clothing outwear. There's people that make a living here.
Mm-hmm. Does everybody live? You said that the couple who lost their children, they live out by the woods. Do most of the farmers live farther outside of town?
Aye, yeah.
Mm. And other people live closer to the center, you would say?
The center of town?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's people that live here. Like, I live upstairs, as a matter of fact. The mayor lives in the
Oh.
center of town. Tax collector lives on the northern edge over there in his own fancy fucking house.
Tax collectors.
Yeah, but you got your own populace here. Plenty of
Mhm.
houses of people that travel in the area.
Mhm.
Merchants often come by, though they probably won't be staying for another week or so.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you for the ale and the conversation. And I toss her an extra 5 copper.
Aye, much obliged. You're welcome back anytime.
Thank you.
I'm gonna start heading back towards the mayor, who's also with Matt and Chris, correct?
Okay.
Yeah, in my character, I would like to introduce myself to Chris, who approached, and say, "Hello, my name's Whirlwind. I'm from outside of Baldur's Gate, not too far from here."
Nice to meet you, Whirlwind. Can I call you Whirly Boy?
I'd prefer if you call me Whirlwind.
Okay, Whirlwind. I'm sorry. I don't talk to too many people. Honestly, you're the first person I've talked to in days. I've just been sitting in this square waiting for something to happen.
Well, I just happened to stumble into this town, and it seems like there's a lot happening. So lucky us, huh?
Did you notice all the omens as well?
I did not.
Well, first, I think there was snow, and then sun, and then rain. What was the pattern? I didn't write it down.
It's sun, snow, sun, rain, sun, snow, sun, rain. So it's every other day of sun, and then every other day
Okay.
of either snow or rain.
I was close. Yes, whirlwind, sun, rain, sun, snow. And then it just keeps going. And it's been doing that for like a while now. And also, things have gone missing. And I think that this is what we're here for.
Now, I'd like to kind of whisper something to Chris, or to Chris's character.
Mm-hmm.
Fig. Sorry, I didn't introduce myself. My name's Fig. Fig Oak.
Fig. I'd like to kind of whisper something to Fig so that others around me can't hear.
Okay.
Do I need to roll for
A
anything?
sleight of speech.
I don't
Sleight of
don't
speech.
think so. It'd just be like what their perception is. So you like pull them away a little bit or talk low enough. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. I just lean in, and what Fig, right?
Yes.
It's like, so I have some sort of feel and connection to the weather. I don't know if I understand what's going on, but I have a strong connection to it. I'm trying to explore that myself, but I'm wondering if I might be able to help these people out with my powers.
I look deep into your eyes and I say, one of the first conditions of happiness is the link between a man and nature, and that shall not be broken.
I completely missed that because Discord just crashed on me.
I respect your connection with nature.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
All right, so I approach and I see Fig Oak, who I casually have casual acquaintance. I say,
Exciting.
Fig, what are
Boy,
you
should I
doing
know
here?
your name. You're the hunter girl, or the. I've seen you around town.
Azariah, yes.
Azariah. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I don't do too well with names, as I haven't heard that many.
What are you doing here, Fig?
I have started my mission to go out into the world and serve the Great Oak. What are you doing here?
Looking for clues, trying to right some wrong.
You're righting wrongs. That's a good way to live. I just made a friend here. Have you met my blue friend, Whirlwind? He's not sad, I don't think. I think he's happy because he's connected to nature.
Hi, my name's Whirlwind. It's a pleasure to meet you. You said your name was Azariah?
Azariah, yes.
I'm sorry this character's happening.
I am too. Oh my god. So I've just been kind of leaning on the outside of the tavern, watching this unfold. And I'm like, okay. And I walk up and I'm like, all right, we're doing this.
So Azariah, my friend Fig and I, who I just met, we have
Friend.
told Mr. Mayor. Yeah, well, I consider everyone friends. We have just told the mayor that we would like to go and investigate what's going on behalf of the city. We're up for an adventure. He's willing to pay us.
I would like to join, if I may. I feel like there's more to this than meets the eye.
When I hear him say pay, I kind of push in
Money?
and I'm like, my assistance. You're going about this all the wrong way.
Well, that's exciting. We've only just started going about this.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. What's wrong?
Losing Gwen.
Oh, there she
You see
goes.
float?
Just like,
Hear me?
yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yes.
back. You just said, uh-oh, and then your screen just slowly morphed into a cat, and then back. Oh, no. Oh, cat. Back. Back again.
Uh.
You good? Oh, she's
Oh.
gone. She's
Oh,
back.
I'm back.
Hi.
Did she mess up your
Hi.
order?
No, she's
What?
fine. No, you're good.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, okay. Oh, you said we can hear you. Oh, that's funny. You were all frozen and
That was
silent.
fun.
Yeah, I'm like, I think that you probably could use my assistance with whatever you're trying to do.
Well, hello. My name's Whirlwind. What's your name?
Sala.
Sala.
Yes.
Is that like a single moniker, or do you have like a first name?
No.
Okay. Miss Sala, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Sala.
So why do we need you?
Oh, just because you've been going around shouting everywhere and being very obtrusive with your questions, when obviously if there's something going on with the people here, you scared them off already.
I bow slightly,
Mhm.
and I say your wisdom is much beyond your years. I apologize, Miss Sala, for doubting you.
Yep.
Yup.
I tend to agree with Sala.
Sweet. Let's do it her way. She's in charge now.
And
Oh,
I'm a
no.
neutral.
All right. What do you want to do, Sala?
Oh, I'm not here to lead you. I'm just here to help you when everything goes wrong.
What time of day is it?
It's about just before midday.
Just before midday.
Does anyone recall when these things start to come out and take the children and livestock?
The children disappeared last night. The husband of the woman has not been back since. He went into the forest to try to go find them. All that was left was one shoe, which I looked at and did not see anything suspicious.
Did
But
you
I
keep
still
the
feel like
shoe?
there's more. No, the mother was clinging to it very, very deeply. I think she probably wanted to hold on to something of her children.
That's fair.
Was this the only family that their children went missing?
The only one we've had reports of, at the very least. Well, I'm thinking about it. Nope. I haven't seen Zervik in a week and a half or so. That's usually strange. He's usually out and about.
Zervik.
Zervik, who's he? Is he a
Zervik?
farmer?
No, he's not a farmer. No, Zervik is the tax collector of the town. Decent chap,
Zervik.
but I guess when you're a mayor, you might have certain benefits that the commoner might not.
So that's the tax collector, is Zervik?
Aye.
He has not been seen.
I ain't seen him in a while. He's usually pretty good about being around. People owe taxes. You guys don't owe any back taxes, do you?
Oh, absolutely.
I don't pay taxes.
I'm not from here.
Well, don't tell him that.
I also don't have a home though, or a job.
So would Zervik happen to be? I mean, does he go and collect taxes from the farmers from outside town? So would he have any reason for going out there?
Oh, he doesn't go out. No. The farmers come to him usually. He usually sets up shop right there on the other side of the town square, right where you can see everyone walking through. But I ain't seen him in probably a fortnight.
And where does he live?
Northwestern edge of town. It's the big house with the wall around it.
Is it near the woods?
The opposite direction of the woods, but
What's he
We
look
should
like?
go. We should check this guy out.
Zervik? Husky man. Usually wearing some kind of vibrant sort of clothing.
Ooh, I
White
like
hair.
vibrant. I like vibrant clothing. I think I would get along with him.
You're fancy, man.
Are you? Don't you like my outfit? Very extravagant.
I look at his outfit for the first time. What do I see?
Matt, what did you see?
Yeah, what you wearing? You can't say that without letting me know.
I don't know what you're wearing.
All right, I'm
He's
wearing.
Yeah. Oh, you looked at my
I'm
character
blue.
sheet.
I'm blue. No, I'm wearing I'm wearing very bright pants and a sport jacket. I'll say some like cloak.
Nice.
Yeah, very bright colors.
Okay. All right. Getting some genie vibes. Okay, are we going over to check on this tax collector and make sure he's okay?
Yeah, sounds like
Yes.
a good idea.
And then I would also like to go to the woman's house whose children went missing, but they're further away. So yes, let's go to the tax collector first.
You guys, he like points to in the direction of it. You guys make your way out of the town square, west along the street, and then north. And you come to a lavish 2-story house with a low wall along the exterior and a tower on one corner of the building. From what you can see outside the front gates, you can see some plants and shrubbery sitting outside, some of which seem dead.
Ooh.
Andrew, can I do
You can do whatever you like.
You can do whatever you
from the
I want
outside?
to
do I-
fly.
yeah, right. From the outside, do I see anything suspicious beyond the dead plants?
Roll a perception check for me.
9.
From out here, not really much. You basically what I've already said. Low wall, the door, the gates on the outside is not really much to keep people out, as it is kind of like a status symbol. It's like a low wall. Looks undisturbed.
Can I look at the plants and see what killed them or why they aren't healthy?
Go ahead and make a nature check.
Oh, that's not great. I rolled an 8 total.
Not really much you can tell. They look like shrubs. Some of them just maybe haven't been watered in a while, or
If there's
look a little
any
off.
water nearby, that's what I'm going to focus on doing, is watering the shrubs.
I'm looking around for ways that we can get inside.
I mean, you guys could just hop the fence if you want.
Okay.
Hop the wall.
I do that.
All right. Just whoop right over.
Hmm.
Which is kind of impressive because it's like almost as tall as you are. So for the halfling of you,
So sly.
you do have like a decent acrobatics to jump over it, whereas the rest of the group kind of like, if they were to follows probably
I'm
a
like,
little
bye.
right, hopping right over.
I'm gonna go after Sala.
Okay. Yep.
Do I need
you
to
muted
roll for
Matt.
that or no?
No, you don't need to roll. Low wall,
So-
not a big challenge.
I'm going to follow as well.
Okay.
I'd like to look for a door.
Okay. I actually have a map for this.
There's a map for that.
You should note that this map was made in an application that's terrible.
Ugh.
Noted.
I like it.
That's fine.
So
Yeah, I mean, it gets the job done,
okay.
but
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I would
So
like
the
to start.
outer-
I'd like to start looking in windows. All
Oh.
sneaky like.
what? No, this is mine. Roll a perception check and a stealth check for me. The rest of you?
I'd like to just approach the door and
Everybody,
knock on it.
Andrew?
What's that?
Did everybody roll perception and stealth?
No, just her since she was doing
Oh,
something
just
specific.
okay.
16 perception, 23 stealth.
Okay. So you are pretty sneaky as you kind of peer in through these windows, jumping up a little bit, like crawling and peeking in. Insides look dusty and empty. But from what you can see, it seems like the dust has signs of disturbance, and the kitchen and couch look recently used, though it is a 2-story building, so you don't see anybody physically.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, you walk up to the front door and
I'd like to knock.
you knock. You give it a good, good rapping, but pause for a minute. Nothing.
I'd like to see if the door is unlocked and if it
Nope.
opens a little bit.
Locked.
Locked.
Mm-hmm.
I walk over and ask what's happening. I've been watering the plants. Are we trying to get in?
What? Yes.
Good.
We're looking for a way in.
Does anyone know how to pick a lock?
I would just like to smash the door down.
All right. Go ahead and make a strength check for me.
Oh boy, is that what I'm great at? I rolled a 2, -2, I think. No, -1.
Minus
so
1.
that is a 1.
So a 1.
Yep.
So like you go up to like slam your shoulder against the door, but you kind of just collapse against it and like pull back the little sword.
Unnatural metal hinges.
It didn't really make that much more than the knocking that Whirlwind was doing.
I'm gonna
I'm
say. Sorry, I'm gonna say to my buddy Fig. Let me help you out here, and I'm gonna do the same exact thing that you just did.
And I'm like, stop. I got this.
Do
And I
you
go
stop,
up.
Matt?
I stop, Matt.
I go.
Both of you roll a d20, add your dexterity modifier to see who does it first.
19.
Roll initiative against each other.
Roll initiative
Oh
against
my
each other.
God.
What'd you get?
That's hilarious.
19.
19, Matt?
16.
All right. So she like runs in front of you and like basically stops you from like running for you. This little halfling at your waist like holding you back now.
Mine, I'm 6'3".
I didn't say it was like it's not like she's physically restraining you. She's just like
Okay.
in your way to like let you know not to go through with what you're about to do.
I am just staring daggers.
So, okay.
And I'm like, excuse me, but you don't need to be doing all that. And I go over to the lock and I take out one of my sets of lock picks, and I'm like,
Roll
Ah,
a.
you're a locksmith, eh?
yep.
You're a locksmith. That's great.
This might come in handy.
Roll a dexterity check and add your proficiency if you're proficient with these tools.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds right.
Wait, dexterity and add. Oh, just the +2.
Yeah.
No, I think also
So
with
add-
the proficiency.
Well, proficiency is +2, and then whatever your dexterity modifier is.
And that's not the saving throw, right? That's the part up top.
That's the part up top. So you would be
Okay.
adding +5 to whatever you roll.
Oh, I do add +5 up top. I only
Yeah.
have +3.
+3 for
plus
dexterity,
proficiency.
+2 for proficiency.
Oh, okay. 12.
12.
Not a
You
fancy lock.
Slide it in there. You feel some tumblers move, and you twist and shake, but like you miss a tumbler subtly, and it jiggle it. Nothing.
I kind of go,
All right, Sala.
and I bow out.
Can I try and do this again?
Yep. Roll a strength check.
Fine.
A strength check.
I'm just standing in the back,
None of us are
like
strong,
kind
except
of
for, like, the
observing
ranger.
everyone.
There's an impressive number of weak people in this group.
Yeah, we can't open the door. This is your first challenge.
The number of 8s in strength I saw.
Oh, sorry, that was an athletics. I guess that's a strength check, right?
No.
Where's that
It's
one?
well, it depends. Are you proficient in athletics?
Yes.
Then no,
Oh,
you're
it's
not.
there to strength. Hold up. Let me just do this here.
No, you're fine. What was the athletics check? You're fine. You're not proficient in athletics.
Oh, I just rolled a 19 plus 1, 20.
Too bad.
What was the
Can I
first
check
one?
the back door? It's probably not even locked.
The roll 20, then it was a 9. Why?
All right, you do 2 quick kicks. The first one you like rumbles as you kick the door, but nothing happens, and you get frustrated. You reel back and you just boosh, slam it right on like near the not the hinge, right near the handle, and it just cracks open and flies open. And as the door slams against the back wall, I need everyone to roll initiative for me, please.
Ah. Thought no one was home.
Real quick, whirl. I'm not gonna worry about random today. I didn't get that set up, so we're just gonna do straight. All right, Fig.
12. Wow, Matt. That's pretty bad.
Whirlwind.
4. Yeah. Power.
I don't know if you can roll it with D20.
Sala?
11.
And Azariah.
14.
All right, let me
Yeah.
get my rolls out.
I don't know if
here.
D&D Beyond does the initiative for some reason. That's weird.
Yeah, it wasn't letting me, so I just had to do it in game in roll 20.
Yeah, and then add your little modifier.
Oh, so sorry. Actually, it's my initiative modifier
Yep.
is so it's actually 17, Andrew.
17.
Nice. We are all so dexterous.
You are also dexterous.
Yeah.
All right, can I get? Let's see. We have Whirlwind right at the door. Where are the rest of you placed?
I'm in the back because I was just sort of standing back watching this all happen. And
I was planning on checking on the back door, so I'm just a little out of the way, heading around the side.
East or west side?
That's good. That's the shortest way around.
And you kind of just walked off out of the way.
Yeah.
All right. We'll take that.
Embarrassed.
Yup.
So as the door opens, out from next to you, the bushes start to move. The dead ones animate, and some of the live bushes seem to awaken.
so this is outside.
Mind you, just fought these
This
in the
is-
other game.
Outside the house.
Mine Fig was just watering them. Maybe they wouldn't have came alive if you didn't.
I was watering them. Are they friends of mine now?
What a bitch.
It worked. It worked.
It worked. Miracle grow.
It's a
Miracle grow.
sign.
All right, got those. Now I need the encounter up. We have 3 big lights. and 3 awakened bushes.
Whoa, awakened bushes.
What are those?
Awakened shrubs.
They woke.
They woke.
Oh, Chris, you
All
screwed
right,
the lights back
What? Oh, I did.
in.
Yeah.
So bright.
You missed this.
You're glowing.
So, Azariah, you are up first. So, essentially, as the door gets busted in, it's like the plants suddenly come to life along the front of the house. Like some of the dead ones kind of stand up, and now they've got like faces, and the bushes themselves kind of not levitate, but seem to start moving on their own accord.
I'd like to investigate and see if they look threatening.
Well, you're soon, so we'll just do initiative order.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, from my extensive time in the forest in Borrelia, have I ever seen anything like this before? Do I have any knowledge of what this is?
Go ahead and make a nature check for me.
14.
14. Never really. You've seen some of the blights before. Usually they're in areas affected by some kind of magic. The awakened bushes, though, you've not seen before. No. That must be. It's some kind of newer or more powerful magic than you've dealt with before.
Okay. I am going to use one of my short swords and try to get at like the root of one of these bushes. Kind of like chop away at it.
Okay. At a bush or a blight?
The bush.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll for me, and whatever weapon you're using.
It's a short sword. So when I do an attack roll on this, what am I?
You are just going to click the. If you click the piercing on the far right, or short sword, that little symbol, you can then click beyond. If you click the short sword symbol on the far left side, it'll do it too.
Yep.
Oh, did I?
That was me.
Oh, that was you. For me?
No.
Now do your own thing. Although his were very good.
I know, right?
You see what I'm talking about?
I clicked on it and then say that one more time. So I click on it and then what?
So what'd you
should
click on?
just do it.
Yeah, I clicked on the little
picture.
short sword, like the little symbol.
On the far
Should
left?
Yeah.
Should just do it. If you
The
click on
dice should pop up.
It did not. Hold on.
Yeah, it does not like you.
No, it doesn't. I don't know why it isn't doing that.
Can you see my screen, Kara? On D&D or on Discord?
Yep.
You see where I'm circling?
Yeah.
You're clicking that?
Alright. Did that work?
Mm-mm.
I'm clicking on it. I don't know why it isn't working.
If you just click on the whole thing, can you just click on beyond at the top here?
Can I click on what? Yeah, hold on. No, it says display in VTT.
I mean, right above it, it should be a little thing that just says beyond 20. You should just be able to click that.
Click beyond 20. Did that work?
Nope. Do you have
We're doing all sorts of stuff.
Do you have our campaign up on Roll20?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just on the far left on Roll20, just hit the D20 button.
And then
Oh
add
my
your
God.
2-hit thing. Wow.
Can I request a 5-minute break? I need to deal with Rose.
Yeah, go for it.
We'll play for you.
So 6 plus.
My what?
So next to your short sword, does it say 2 hits?
Plus 5.
All right. Would be 11. 11 does hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
Which is
1d6 plus 3.
1d6.
So 6 damage.
Yeah.
Right.
So, okay, yeah.
All right. Anything else? You do chop into it right at its roots. It doesn't seem to fall, though it does look like you'd cut a decent way through it.
Okay. So I only have 1 attack, right?
Correct.
So, no.
All right.
I'm gonna try to get that thing to work while everybody else goes.
All right. It is the Twig Blight's turn. So this one is gonna come up next to you. This one's gonna move away. You do get an opportunity attack if you want to make a short sword attack.
Me?
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Roll a d20 and add your thing to it.
My
Hit modifier.
Hit modifier for a short sword.
5.
Whoa.
That's a crit.
25.
Nice. Probably just murdered it.
So
Sweet.
roll your 1d6 plus 3, and we'll add 6 to whatever. So 7 plus 6 is 13.
Oh, hold on 1 second. That was not right.
It
There.
was. Oh no, I mean.
It's okay.
Either way, you do murder it. As it moves away, you just slash at it and it just goes down.
Awesome.
Then other two are going to claw at you, so we're gonna go first claw is a 6 to hit, which misses. Second one is going to be a 20 to hit, which I'm assuming does.
Yeah, I have 14.
You're gonna take a hard 5 damage.
Ouch.
And
Okay.
then it is Fig's turn.
I pull out my short bow and I walk over to get a better view so I'm not shooting through my friends.
That's a wall.
That's a wall. Can
There
I
you go.
jump up on the wall? Because that
Yeah.
sounds fun.
Sure.
I hop up on the wall so I can see down to where they are.
Make an acrobatics check for me.
No problem.
Low DC,
Anytime.
but just out of curiosity.
17.
Oh yeah, you jump on it just fine.
I look good. I don't even look down. I just hop up to it.
Right.
And then I shoot him with a short bow, hopefully. I don't. Definitely don't.
6 is the plus 5. Yeah. You definitely don't.
Oh.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Not really.
All right.
I'm a little embarrassed.
Sala,
So
you're
that's
up.
Okay. I would like to go. Wait, so question. These ones that look like tumbleweeds, are they also things?
They are also things, yes.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to go up. Here.
Okay.
And no problem. And first attack with my rapier. Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
Okay. And so that's does 7 hit?
A 7 does not hit.
This
Is
is
it
not
kind
that
of
hard
like
to hit these guys.
you go through the brambles of its branches? It's like you catch some of them, but it's not really like sufficient to like hit the meat of the plant.
Okay, well then I try with my second attack with the short sword that I was holding in my other hand.
Okay.
Does a 10 hit?
A 10 just hits, yes.
Okay, they've got an AC of 10, guys.
They have it does yeah, like 6 yeah.
And that will do 6 damage.
All right, as you cut it down, the first blow
Sweet.
from Azariah cutting in half, and your second one just chopping it over as the full thing kind of falls over, and you can see the leaves start to fade and fall off, and it withers and perishes.
I
I'm
spit
gonna sort
on
of just
it,
like nod at Sala, like nice one.
and I'm gonna go.
All right, this brush is gonna move between you two, allowing his fellow brush to move over next to you. One's gonna make an attack against you, Sala, with a crit. You take
Ouch.
4 damage. And then the second one against I didn't learn these names, man. Azariah is going to miss. And
God.
then it is Whirlwind's turn, who is going to take the the wait action? Help, search, dash, disengage. Like wait or something like that, where you have an advantage on a
Mm.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
right. Top of the order, Azariah. You are
Again,
currently
sorry.
surrounded.
Oh, boy, howdy.
Okay. I am going to again take my short sword. No, you know what? Can I use my can I light my torch with my tinderbox?
Sure.
Let's get that
We'll
going.
call that an action, though.
Okay. So, do you want me to roll d20?
No, to light it and get it all out would be an action.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm sort of like waving it around.
Okay. Yep. We'll do Whirlwind real quick. Whirlwind, go for it.
You're mute.
So what has happened?
Bushes are attacking and people are being attacked.
Get them.
We've got 2 down, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
they're pretty easy to kill
Pretty easy
How many
to kill.
more are there?
if you
4
don't
in
miss
total.
horribly. I keep
There's 4
missing.
total still?
Correct.
Mm-hmm. They're all over here.
Okay. Does it look like?
Oh, I see.
So it looks
They're all
like Sala is surrounded.
That is
Yeah,
correct. Yeah. No, Sala is not,
No.
but Azariah is.
Sala's half surrounded.
Okay. Okay. I see. Yeah, I'd like to take my crossbow.
Yep.
And I'd like to fire it at this guy.
Yep. That'll hit for 4 damage. All right. Like fire right into the leaves and the branches and brambles, and it see the arrow just kind of sticking out of the wood. Actually, what kind of damage is that? Piercing?
That's piercing damage.
They have resistance
Yeah.
on piercing, so
Oh no!
Oh.
they're gonna take 2 damage out of that.
Note to self.
Yep.
Okay.
All
Oh,
right.
shoot.
Anything else, Rowan?
That's extra damage.
I'd like to move a little closer. Sorry, let me get my I can't get it to work. There, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay. All right. The twig blights are going to go now. Both of them kind of stuck back there, so they're just both going to attack Azariah.
Uh-oh.
First one is going to roll a 11 plus 3, 14.
I have 14 armor class.
That hits then, so 1d4 plus 1. You take 4 piercing damage as it
Done?
claws at you.
Pretty much done.
What is pretty much, though?
Like my that's it for
Okay. So you're unconscious.
You're dead. Oh,
Yeah.
forever.
Right.
Make a
That's
new
it.
character.
Oh my god.
The second one, at watching you fall, is going to move over your body through his friend's square and up
Do I
and
get an
around.
opportunity attack? Oh no,
No,
it's
because he
still
never
my
left.
turn.
Yep. And he's
Little
gonna
punk.
use the bush's reaction to kind of help you and gain opportunity on an attack against you. Good, because he needed it. 14 plus 3, 17 to hit.
That me?
Yep.
Yeah, that hit.
It's gonna be 5 piercing damage.
Ruh-roh, I'm almost dead.
All right. Sala.
Okay. I'm like, oh hell no. And so I swipe at the one on my directions. This one.
Yep.
And choo. That's 21 to hit with
Oh,
my
yeah.
rapier.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
wow, that'll do.
That'll do.
That'll do.
And that's only 4 damage.
He goes down as you slash out at him.
Sweet.
Nice.
And then my second attack, I'll attack this one
Okay.
next to me with my short sword. Oh, that's a 20.
A nat?
Yep.
Ding.
It's actually 25.
All right.
Well, he dies.
Boom.
You don't get to add the +3 to the sword on this one.
Okay.
Just keep that in mind.
Okay.
But you do get the full 6 plus whatever you roll.
Okay. Well, then that's 11.
11 as you find a weak spot in its wood and you just
I am
crack it
angry.
right in half.
Wow.
Sweet.
You go down. Any movement from you?
No, there's still one in front of me, so.
Okay. The bush now is just gonna attack you straight ahead of it, so 10 plus 1, 11 to hit.
Me?
Correct.
Nope, does not
All
hit.
right.
Thank Gucci.
Then
I got you. Ow, fuck.
Whirlwind, you're up.
Okay. I'd like to cast a ray of frost on this puppy there.
Okay. Is that a 6 to hit?
6 to hit.
6 misses.
Dang. This is rough, guys.
Anything else you'd like to do?
I'd like to back up 2 spaces.
All right. So your hand goes cold and you cast it out in front of you and it like seems almost to pass through its branches and not strike it, going right over top of Azariah and past. Azariah, death saving throw for me, please.
Oh gosh.
No, you didn't attack her. This is her turn, so she has to make
Oh,
one.
I was gonna say, I forgot. Are we gonna be taking friendly
What?
fire here?
What is that, Andrew? A D20?
Yep, D20.
Just
It's
straight.
yeah, straight D20.
Wow, we have so little health.
That
One
sucks.
one failure. All right, it is the Twig's turn. He's gonna
Rude, man. Where do I go?
wait. Did I skip you?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, Chris hasn't gone
I
in a
skipped
while.
you. Go for
He's
it.
still on the wall.
Where
Okay.
are my list?
I don't know. I'm not that
Oh,
important.
there
It's
we
You
go.
gonna
didn't
so
make
badly.
the cut.
That's
I
my bad.
critically
Go
failed,
for it, Fig.
so I
I did
got
skip
pushed
your
down the
turn.
list more. I walk along the wall, swinging my sling over my head,
All right.
and I did an 18 plus 5.
That
so
hits.
23 should be good. And
That
I
which
rolled a
one?
1, but it's a 1 plus 3, so that's 4 damage bludgeoning.
Against the bush or the twigs?
I'll go with the closest thing here.
All right. Oh, was it 4 total? 1 plus 3?
Yep, 4.
smack right into its brambles, and some of the branches fall off, and it's hurt. It looks like a beaten up bush.
That's too bad.
It's
It was just a
it's
bush the whole
stick
time.
now.
Chris,
It's a
don't
stick.
beat around the bush.
All right, Twigblade's gonna move up.
I got a bonus action to
Oh,
healing
sweet.
word her real quick,
Yeah, go for it.
I believe.
Nice.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
Yeah,
if
I
that
can
was
healing
what
word
happened.
as a bonus action because I didn't do a spell.
That is correct.
It still uses a spell slot though.
True.
You have 5 healings.
5 healings, Azariah.
Nice.
You're back alive with 5 health.
Yay, thank you.
You're
Which
welcome.
means you wouldn't have the death saving throw, and it is your turn.
Yay! The healing word was leaf.
Just see like this kind of power emanate him as he spits out the word leaf, and it like
Oh my god.
the wind carries this word to you, and it feels it envelop your body. You're currently on the ground prone.
I'm gonna
Right.
throw up.
Okay, what happened to my torch? Just wondering.
It fell on the ground next to you. It's still like burning, but it's not like it's setting the whole place on fire or anything.
Yeah, I know. I wanted that to be a thing, but
Burning bush.
I mean, it's still
burning
lit.
bush.
It's just on the ground next to you.
yeah.
It's lit.
Can
The bushes are woke.
Can I throw that at one of the bushes or no?
Yes. You
Like
have
like
disadvantage on
Aragorn
attack
does in
rolls
Lord of the
because you are prone, though.
Can I get up?
Yes, you can. Half your movement speed to stand up, and then I mean, to throw it would also be disadvantaged if you just want to like swipe at it. Though we'll call it
Sure,
bludgeoning
let's swipe at it.
plus roll a 1d4 and it'll be fire damage. Or roll your attack roll first.
Oh my god.
My attack roll first. Okay. +3.
Wow, I can do so little magic.
Oh my god.
Same.
8. You're like still kind of woozy and having just stood up. You slash out with the embers, and it like just moves off to the side. It's like branches almost moving around your fire. It does seem to fear it.
Oh.
This is pretty embarrassing.
Do fire damage,
Pretty
guys.
embarrassing.
Yeah, can I
Here's
do?
it.
Can I do any kind of fire damage or no? Because I was just kind of waving at it.
No, it was essentially you rolled to try and hit it. No, you
And I
missed.
didn't
You
hit it.
didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or it dodged
Alright.
it. How you want to think about it? Anything else?
Can I move out of the way?
You get opportunity attacks against you, but yes, you can.
You'll probably die.
No, never mind.
Don't worry, we've been doing great so far. We've got you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm done.
The twig that just had you like had it fire swung at it is gonna have the bush help it roll with advantage.
Rude ass.
17
All right.
plus.
Gwen, that means you can move without it taking a opportunity attack at you.
That is a 20 to hit. You're gonna take 2 damage as it claws out at you.
Me?
Yep, you.
I'm sorry.
Big,
Can't
you're up.
catch
It's
a break.
okay. That's okay.
Big oak, you are up.
Big Oak. That's me. I will cast. I'm gonna hit my sling in the direction of the twig boy.
Okay.
That is a 10 plus 5, 15.
Hits.
And I do 1 plus 3, 4 damage.
4 damage, you sling your head around you and whip it at it that like cracks right in the center of its chest as it falls to the ground and splinters. Dead.
Sweet.
You guys didn't have a lot of health. You guys just need to hit the things.
Yeah, we just need to.
We're
That was my
struggling with that
impression
right now.
as well.
Sala, you are up.
All right, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Do it.
I will try.
With your third crit of the night.
10 to hit.
10. 10
And
hits.
hits. Yeah.
I know. Barely. And that's 8 damage. Does that kill it, or do I need to do my second one?
That does kill it as you. It
Oh,
is
good.
slashing damage, right? Doesn't matter.
No.
Even if it's
No,
piercing,
hers is
it's-
piercing.
it
Yeah.
still does it.
Okay. Yeah, that's piercing damage.
Yep. So reduced to half, but it's still enough. It's been hit quite a few times, then it just falls apart. And now
Good.
you are surrounded by a bunch of dead brambles.
I would like to collect the brambles up and start a compost pile
Okay.
next to the bushes to feed the other nature.
All right. While he does that, the rest of you?
I go
Alright.
over to him and I'm like, "You got any more heals, man?
Got any more heals, man?
You got any of that healing?"
I wish I had good berries. I should have gotten good berries as a spell. If you
That's
give me
only
25
useful
gold
for
in one
level
day,
one.
I could make a healing potion, I think.
Look, man, I have 1 health. I just saved your ass from half of those, so you can help me.
Sass.
You appear to still be alive.
Man, I thought that was your other character.
You have to enjoy that's all my characters. You have to enjoy what life has given you. Like life has only given me one more spell slot.
I start rubbing my temples and I walk away.
Chris, as you are gathering up all the branches and brambles, you do hear the soft sound of like a window closing from overhead.
A window closing?
A window closing.
Oh, geez. Oh no. I call the attention of the group. Somebody's in the house, I think.
How do you know?
I heard a window close. Can I look up there and see if I see anything?
You glance up and like catch the glimpse of like a face move away from the window, but the quickest of glances.
Okay, I think there's somebody in the house.
These trees were here on purpose.
Looks like they were guarding whoever is in.
We
This
need to
person
get
thinks they
inside.
can own land. We should go inside.
Oh my god.
As we head inside, I'm going to pull Fig off to the side and say thank you for healing me.
No problem. You were in the dire straits and you came to help us. I really appreciate it. I wish I had a good Earth quote for this.
I want to see this list of paper of quotes you have.
I
Shannon's got one too.
Is she a druid also?
No, but you'll have
She
to
does
list
the same
three. Your list of quotes for your Earth puns.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so you guys kind of make your way towards the hearth or towards the room, bust through the door that is busted down recently, and ground floor seems empty.
Can I do an investigation check, Andrew, and see if I can see anything?
Yeah, go for it. What'd you get?
8. I am not rolling
8?
well on 8.
So you kind of look around, you start like essentially touching, like investigation is kind of a little more hands-on than perception, so you start like moving stuff aside. Just glance around this dude's house as you walk in, and it's nicely decorated. Whoever lives here does have some wealth, which is kind of to be expected of a tax collector. You do see a layer of dust, maybe just a trail that kind of goes from the kitchen and then upstairs of undisturbed. Like he's kind of kept himself into his room, only coming down occasionally.
Can I add a perception check to that or no?
No, I mean you wouldn't see any more than you've already seen.
Okay.
Okay, I would like to walk upstairs because I saw there was a person up there.
Yeah. So the elf just brazenly like walks across the room.
I would like to tell the elf, Fig, to just let's hold off. Let's just talk, yell up the stairs. We don't want to intrude. Don't want to scare this individual.
You're planning on yelling up the stairs of the person who had trees trying to kill us outside, whose door we just broke down? I think we should be sneaking right now.
I think we should try to de-escalate any sort of situation that could occur.
Do you pause, Fig, or are you still going upstairs?
I take a seat. I've been given too many options.
That's
I'm going to listen and see if there's anything that gives me an idea of what to do.
I decide that no matter what they are doing, I am not going to be seen while I'm in this house.
Sneaky.
Roll a stealth check for me.
I see you.
Hey. No, you don't. Wait. 18.
I don't see you.
No, you don't.
You guys are like looking at her as she then just kind of like starts moving around, and then her movement goes into shadow and behind an object, and she doesn't reappear.
Doesn't it?
That's perfect.
That's crazy.
That's what I wanted.
Who are you people? You hear standing down. What are you doing in my house?
I don't say shit.
Yep.
Are you Zervik? The mayor in town had mentioned that he hadn't seen you in a few days, and we wanted to come and check on you.
Well, I'm fine. I'm here. You may go.
Can we get a note?
I sense. Can we get a note? I sense some fear in your voice.
Yeah, because you people busting down my doors and there's shrubbery attacking people.
We apologize about that. We tried knocking, but and the place looked empty and deserted, so we figured we'd investigate.
So you just bust down doors of houses of people that you think are empty?
I apologize for that.
There have been some strange goings on in the town, and we're trying to figure out what's happening. You hadn't been seen for a while.
Well, I know nothing of that. Go.
I would like to. I'm just sitting there patiently listening to this. I would like to see if I feel like he's okay and safe, or like if he's fearful.
Roll an insight check.
I wonder if I'm good at that. I'm not bad at it. That is 18 plus 5, 23.
Nice.
Nice roll.
Awesome.
Right, I will message you something real quick.
Oh.
Oh,
Cool. Secrets.
Secrets are no fun. Because I might just blurt them out. See, it's that inner peace you find when you just go full monk.
All right.
You're not a monk.
I'm not. Shannon is, though. I'm stealing Shannon's character. Nice.
Of course, there are weird things going on. There was shrubs outside my house that just attacked you. Of course, I know nothing of this. Please leave.
I stand up and start to walk upstairs.
Do not come up. No. And you like.
Can he see me?
No, he hears the footsteps though.
I'm gonna
I mean, unless you're trying to go up sneakily.
No, I'm just calmly walking upstairs.
Okay, yeah, he heard you. He's like, you hear like the shuffling of footsteps, like he was like right there on the stairs, is like listening down at you, and then like suddenly starts to go back upstairs. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna follow Fig, but I am gonna try to be sneaky about it.
Okay, roll a stealth check for me. Whirlwind.
I would like to follow. I'm not going to be sneaky, but I would like to ask a follow-up question.
Okay.
While
so
I'm coming
as you're like
upstairs.
coming up the stairs, and next to you, you see the ranger kind of trying to sneak up, and like each time she sneakily steps.
Fail. Roll 20's broken.
Yeah, I don't.
Very
Yeah, I don't know
effective.
why we need to be stealthy here. He knows we're in the house. Have you seen these bushes behave like they did with us outside?
I've never seen anything like that.
I don't need to insight check that.
Go for it. Roll an insight check.
No, I don't need to. I think I understand.
Okay.
I'd like to roll an insight check.
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
I'm still walking upstairs at the same pace. Damn, man, we're so
21.
insightful.
21.
We shouldn't fight. We should just talk.
It would appear that way.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
do I
not
get a
sneak.
secret?
Yeah, I'm
seriously.
sending you some.
I get a secret.
Let's all find out except for one person. It'll be fun.
Sorry for the typos. All right.
Andrew, what can I see? Like going up the stairs behind Fig, what can I see?
All right. Let's see real quick. I need to see your passes. Whirlwind 10, 15, 14, 13. Okay. So as you each kind of come up the stairs, as you round the corner, you see him like kind of like backing away. You see a human male, tall, a husky man with dark, unkempt hair, and hazel eyes that kind of like twitch and look like they're like scanning around the room quickly and rapidly. He's wearing a long, violet, dusty cloak, and you can see a bunch of old bruises and scratches are evident on his face and like his arms. You see the three of you see a ring glistening on his finger, heavy silver with a design on it. The two elves, though, what you do see is a design. It looks like a 10-pointed star surrounding an eye.
Really?
That means nothing to me.
That means something to me.
Good.
Okie doke.
Now that they're
Um,
upstairs and have established that they are the group, I do like a very sneaky bear crawl up the stairs behind them.
Oh my god, I hope you fail this.
No, it's the same style check as before.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Just appears on the ground like
right. You
No.
like kind of crawl along the stairs and you make it to the bend. I mean, you can like kind of peek over, but just behind like your compatriots, kind of using them as a shield to be blocked from Zervik.
Perfect.
Who are you people? Why are you here?
you're safe with us.
Don't feel very safe. You was invading my home.
what happened to you?
Nothing. I don't know anything. Nothing happened to me. I was in the woods, minding my own business, and then I just stumbled and struck myself on a tree.
You got
Does
all
this
those
happen to
bruises
you
on
a
your
lot?
face from
You
one
seem
tree?
to be. I don't know how I want to say this. You seem to be kind of fumbling with your words.
Methinks the cat doth protest too much.
Yes.
Why is
Exactly.
it a cat?
I don't know. I said cat. That's not the line. I just like
You know,
cat.
We've been hearing of strange things occurring in the woods, and you said you were in the woods and just stumbled and happened to scratch your face and stuff. But we've been hearing strange things have been occurring around there. Are you sure that you just fell?
His eyes kind of look around. Roll a persuasion check for me.
20.
20.
Damn.
Breathe in. His eyes look. Okay. I was in the woods, and I was attacked by these creatures. All right. I don't know. That's all I know. I was attacked, and I just barely made it back to my house.
Creatures. Did you see these creatures? What do they look like?
Like the ones that were in front of there were others. There were bigger ones.
Like trees?
I don't know about trees.
like ants.
I didn't see any trees moving, though. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility anymore.
I'm sorry, you cut out for a little bit. He said it was the same as the ones out front of his house.
Yeah, from
Okay.
what he's seen, and a couple.
You
bigger
said,
ones.
you said bigger, so I figured he's in the woods.
Sure.
Maybe they're trees who are attacking him.
I get that.
Did you see anyone else while you were out there?
No, I saw no one. As I said, I was in the woods, minding my own business, and then I was attacked. That's all.
What time of day was
What-
this?
I don't know, about dusk, a week and a half ago or so.
What were you doing in the woods?
Nothing. Mind your own business. To go for strolls when I'd please.
If we were to go into the woods, would you come with us?
No, are you crazy?
just to show us where this all happened.
Into the woods. I suggest
saw
you
us.
avoid them.
You saw us handily defeat those twigs out front.
I don't know about handily. I saw some handily and some quite not as handily.
Yeah.
It is our mission to save you specifically from these twigs. This is our goal. This is why we're here. As far as I can tell, this is what we've been chosen for.
Roll a persuasion check.
I'm like, don't say it's a fib, because I believe that wholeheartedly. Persuasion is something I'm probably super neutral at. That is a 17 total.
17. He like looks at you. Okay. I don't know what it was. It was inside this heavy metal box. I was told not to open it, but
Did you open it?
yes, it was given to me. I was supposed to deliver it, and I just stopped at home on the way, and it had these symbols on the outside. Of course, I opened it, and then I started to see things and unpleasant things. So I panicked and I threw it into the woods, and then I attacked. That's all I know. I swear.
Who told you to deliver the box, and who to?
I was not told either. I was given a note saying that while I was in Numenir, I was given a package. It just kind of arrived at my doorstep, and I was told to deliver it to a specific location in Furness. That's all I know.
Is that location important?
Which one?
Where you were told to deliver it?
Well, it's not the capital, but it is a large coastal city of some importance, I assume.
What was the name of that city again?
Furness. Furness.
What symbols were on that box?
Symbols. It was runic carvings and a bunch of engravings. I had an eye on one side.
Like the eye on your ring?
He like glances down and then covers it up, and it was an eye.
Tell me about that symbol. What does it mean to you?
This is a fairly heirloom. My father passed it down to me and his father before him.
I've seen it before. What does it mean?
I don't know much. I cannot say.
Please, this is important to my family. What does it mean?
Roll a persuasion check.
God.
Get real.
18.
Oh,
Nice. We should only
Good
talk.
I definitely should.
I don't know much. I'm only what you might call a recently joined member, but there is a group that seeks change in the world, and my father was in this organization, and his father before him. I have only recently begun my path, and this was one of the first tasks I was assigned.
What was in the box that you threw into the woods?
Wait. What's the name of the group? Tell me more about this group.
That is all I know. I'm sorry. As for what was in the box, there was a sphere, a metal sphere. It had engravings and runic drawings on it that it almost seemed to glow. I only took a glance at it.
Damn, that was low hanging fruit.
I know.
What's that?
I just had to send a GIF.
Oh,
It was what's in the box.
Gotcha.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Tragic. Okay, well, where in the woods did you throw it? And then I go, oop! And then I poke my head out from between Matt's legs. And I'm like, just keeping an eye on the downstairs for you.
Yes, Shannon. No, Kara's not unconscious. I know.
I'm alive. I'm awake.
IRL.
Both.
Yeah, the app is not updating. I don't know why. So nothing I can do about it. What was the question?
Where in the woods did you throw the box?
Couple miles in. I went for a stroll. I didn't really count how long I was wandering.
Why were you carrying the box while you were going on a stroll? Were you in?
I was seeking to get rid of it.
You're trying to deliver it.
Get rid of it.
Because he'd already opened it and lost his mind.
Well, weren't you instructed to deliver to someone? Who were
Yes.
you instructed to deliver to?
I do not know. Look, I have answered my fair share of questions. Now, who are you?
I wanted to just name us right there. We're Fleetwood Mac.
No.
That one doesn't work as well as Maroon 5 did.
Maroon 5, yeah.
Burgundy 4.
Right.
The news team.
The Crimson Quattro.
I like that.
We are just a group of thoughtful, committed citizens. Here to change the world.
I throw up.
How long have you been isolated here within your home?
About a week.
About a week?
What's been keeping you inside? The bushes?
The visions, the bushes, the dreams, what I saw, what almost killed me out in the woods.
Would you mind coming back with us into town?
No,
Oh, you wouldn't mind? That's great.
I will not be joining you anywhere.
Have we asked what his visions are?
No.
Okay.
Let's ask.
What visions have you been having?
You see him clam up and just shakes his head and goes white.
Goes white.
It seems there's a bigger mission at play.
I'd like to approach him and try to comfort him. He seems to be distressed. Just pat his back. You know, saying it's gonna be okay.
Starts muttering to himself, and his eyes seem to go out. Not really there anymore.
Like Chris is doing. I think Chris is praying for him right now. Oh my god. While he's enveloped in this hug, I would like to kind of slip past and look around at the room that he's in.
Okay. It's essentially just a large bedroom. It looks well used, like he's been here for a while. There's stacks of dishes and food bits, and he's got a table of his studies and books and stuff.
Andrew, can I look specifically for anything else with that 10-pointed star?
Yeah, roll an investigation check for me.
Uh, 14.
Digging around, I start writing through papers and moving books aside and looking at stuff. Nothing really appears.
Can I look out the window to see if there's any more twigs around? I want to make sure the location is safe.
Yeah, roll a perception check for me.
That's a 10.
Looking out, clear sunny day, a little bit afternoon, so vision's decent, but you don't see anything out of the ordinary.
The area is clear. I believe this man is safe and that our mission can continue. I think we know where we have to go.
Yep.
So, what
So
are
are
you
we
guys doing?
heading downstairs? So as everybody else heads downstairs, I turn to him one more time and ask him if there's anything else he can tell me about the 10-pointed star.
What's going on?
So as everybody else starts heading back down the stairs, I turn around one more time to him and ask him if there's anything else he can tell me about the 10-pointed star.
He looks at you and his eyes still unfocused and come back later and I will share more.
Gotta make sure this guy doesn't die for you.
Yeah. All right. I follow the group downstairs.
So as you all start to make your way down, he like gets up with you, Whirlwind, and walks over, and he like moves over to the halfling and looks at her briefly, and then he kind of goes back into his bedroom.
Can I, before leave the room, going down the stairs, just turn around and I would like to try to persuade him to come into town one more time. Just be like, please, just come with us. We'll know you're safe in town. You'll be around, friends. We'd hate for you to be out here all by yourself, being alone and scared of what might be occurring in the evenings and at night.
I am in need of some door repair, but I can manage that for the night. Other than that, I think I am safe in my house. Thank you.
I take him by the hand and I say, "Are you sure?"
Like, looks at you and like pulls away. I'm sure. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
He obviously doesn't want our help. Let's leave.
Yep, they weren't able to get through the door before, so as long as anybody for them or help, I don't have any carpenter's tools.
I don't either.
I'd like to. Why don't we try to take the twigs and put
They're already
together a
being
rough
cut.
door? If it caught set them on fire.
Got a green thumb. We stand the door back up, cartoon style. Just kind of lean it in place.
Just like setting it back up and
Yeah, on the way out.
All right, so you guys
Prop it up with a
back
stick.
out of the house, awkwardly setting his door back on its hinges. Where to next?
We should.
I think
maybe
we should
give
go
the
back
mayor
into
information.
town. Yeah, tell the mayor that we saw
What
him.
time of day is it now?
Just afternoon.
I'm sorry, were you guys saying back to town?
Yeah,
I think we should fill in the mayor.
Give the mayor information.
Real quick before that happens, so at this point we'd probably do a short break. Are we feeling that? It's 3 hours instead of 4 hours. We can still throw a 5-10 minute break in there in the middle if you guys want. Guess that's something we could have talked about before, but how you guys feeling?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Quick 5 minutes.
5-minute break? You guys change to the restroom and grab a quick snack, whatever.
Yep.
All right.
Ice cream break.
That's good.
Yep, we will be back in a couple minutes. Thanks, chat, for hanging out. See you in a second.
Perfect.
Ice cream. It is ice cream time.
Mm-hmm. An ice cream bar.
Nice.
Don't you be giving away my chair, Turbo. You need something?
I can't figure out how to talk in chat.
Okay. Everyone good?
Mm-hmm.
We attacked the town.
All right. Go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Since we did so well with those twigs.
This will go splendidly. I see nothing that could possibly go wrong.
All right, I say we head straight to the mayor's manor. Sorry.
Sounds good.
So it's you head up a large hill essentially with it looks very similar to the house you were at, maybe just slightly more central to the town with a bit thicker of walls around it. There stands a guard on the outside who goes there?
We need to come up with a group name.
Crimson Quartet. What did you say, Gwen?
I like that. That's perfect.
The I team for
Nature
investigation.
The Grove. Oak in the Grove.
I'll just say to the guard, hey, we were at the gathering earlier today in Merchant Square. We had talked to the mayor, and we'd like to fill him in on some information that we learned by going to Zervik's house.
Well, Meldozy is not back yet. You may find him probably still in the Merchant Square or possibly the inn.
Okay. Does there seem to be a lot of activity, commotion going around the town? Or it just looks like normal, everyday kind of life?
Mostly normal every day. Seems to be, especially maybe a little more gossiping or people chatting with their neighbors and stuff about the meeting this morning. It's still a little fresh. It's only been like maybe an hour or two since you guys arrived.
Okay. I'd like to go to Merchant Square, try to see if I can see the mayor, find the mayor.
Yeah.
As you you walk around looking, you don't see him necessarily in the square, but you poke your head into the inn and you see him in kind of the corner talking with the woman and the tavern owner as well. They're kind of talking in a corner. She looks up as the door opens and says, how can I help you?
uh, we've come. We've been searching for the mayor. We want to fill him in on some information that we've learned.
Well, hey Dozy, I think these people are here to see you. The mayor like look up and some recognition is. Ah, yes. Have you learned anything?
We ended up walking over to Zervik's house, and we found him there, but he was quite startled.
Startled. Takes a lot to startle that man. What did you learn? What?
Well, while approaching the house, we were attacked by 6 plant monsters, twig blights, and bushes.
Plant monsters, you say?
Yup.
That certainly is news, and if it weren't for other events happening, I'd call you crazy.
Zerk also seemed pretty rattled when we spoke with him. He didn't quite know what was going on.
That is troubling news indeed. Any word of the children, though? Just glancing back towards the woman in the corner, who, like, at the kind of that sound, like, turns up and looks a little hopeful.
He said he didn't know what was going on.
No. Where does that family live? Do they live close to the woods by this man's house?
By what man's house? By Zervik's house? No.
Yes.
They live out east, a couple miles outside of town, near the edge of the forest.
Got it.
Zervik did mention a box that he was supposed to deliver. Do you know anything about that?
No, I've no recollection of that. Delivered to whom, from whom?
Okay, I think we should go find the box. I'd start walking out of the building. I see no more use here.
I agree with Fig. For the box or for the farm?
To the box is my plan. We could do either one, though.
You're in the same general direction. And the woods that he talked about is near the house of the woman. Same woods.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
So let's go. Maybe we can try to find out what happened to the children as well.
It'd be nice to get into the woods before it is dark outside.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you guys start making your way east out of town. There's about 2 to 3 miles outside of town near the edge of the woods. It takes you a good, maybe about an hour just walking at a normal pace to get there. When you do come upon it, you see the woods kind of starting to loom up. Dense pine trees. Off to the side, you see a small one-story building with a house, barn, and tools for working the fields. And behind that, like, essentially the bare ground of what looks to be the start of crops.
Well, I think I want to head right into the woods to try to find that box. And plus, I miss the woods. I've been in the city too long.
Anyone else?
As a wood elf, I feel that.
How are we all doing on health?
Gwen's bad.
I'm not good
one.
either. I have 3.
Seems fine. We're just trying to find a box.
Chris is fine with us dying.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. Nothing bad has ever happened.
We're all fine here. Everything's fine. How are you?
How are you? That's how I'll greet our next enemy.
He only has 1 spell slot.
I'm not very good at magic yet.
That's that.
So, Andrew, as we enter the woods, I'd like to start looking for tracks or any kind of sign of something that's out of the ordinary.
Roll a survival check for me.
Ruh-roh.
19.
Okay. So as you all start to move towards the woods, trees like starting to loom up overhead of you. The druid and the ranger, 2 wood elves here, start to, as you get closer, you sense very familiar with the woods, and especially this forest, maybe not this section of the forest. Kind of sense a disturbance of the woods and trees. As sort of like darkness kind of overtaking, stifling the air, getting kind of a little heavy. The air genocide senses like you get this feeling of an air pressure change.
You're a weatherman.
You are a weatherman.
I'm a storm sorcerer.
So there are several broken branches at the edge of the forest, like someone or something was moving near there. It's like a bunch of small disturbances, like what you could presume would be children playing, like small twigs and low branches that have been bent and moved around. That seem to stay near the edge of the forest. But you also find a set of heavier footprints, cracked twigs, and disturbed needles that seem to follow, that start with that first smaller disturbance and then proceed deeper into the woods.
I'm gonna look at Fig and just kind of say something's not right here.
The forest is wrong.
Can I I'd like to try to figure out if the weather is changing. Usually if there's a change in pressure, since I'm feeling that, it's usually a sign that the weather is changing. So
roll a nature check for me. I'll give you advantage on it because you are Energensi.
19.
Yeah, so you feel what would normally be the higher pressure of a nice day, sort of starting to lift, and almost like the weather is, it still looks clear and sunny now, but there's something at work that looks like a lower pressure storm is coming in.
Okay.
And I'm just grimacing and groaning in the background because I don't like the woods.
And you have 1 health.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to do?
I mean, I guess we should keep following the heavy footprint.
Yeah, I'm for that.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get a marching order, and then how you guys want to be moving, essentially? How quickly? Fast, normal, or slower?
We're going to follow the ranger's pace, which I assume is pretty...
So I'm guessing the ranger's out in front there.
Yeah, slow and cautiously.
Well, we're feeling pretty weird about this, about the woods. I would be being cautious, because usually the woods make me feel at ease, and right now they just...
Yeah, definitely. Not only are we investigating something weird, but we're also feeling like there's something weird going on in the woods.
So we
I'm
will
definitely
move slow.
moving. Yes, 100%.
And I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with you guys. This is always how woods feel. Woods.
Marching order?
I'm last.
I'm second.
I'll be third.
I'm first.
Yeah, we didn't really give you an option on that one.
Yeah.
Jump to the front.
Right.
You're tracking, so.
Okay. Can I get a... Let's see. So as you start to make your way into the woods, the air, the light seems to rapidly diminish, despite the sunny day. That sees like the tree canopy and maybe something more than that is now making it harder to see. It is low light, so disadvantage on perception checks unless you have dark vision. Who has?
I would like to cast.
I think we almost all do.
I'd like to cast dancing lights.
That's cool.
All right. So, real quick though, Sala, do you have dark vision?
I don't think I do.
Okay, so 2 of you do, 2 of you don't. So as from behind the group, you see Whirlwind start to move his hands around and evoke a spell as several globules of light kind of appear around him. How do you want them to be sent out?
I'd like them to just surround us, the group, as we're walking.
Okay.
I think you have dark vision, Gwen.
I do?
Yeah, you're half elf, right?
No, she's
I'm a
halfling.
halfling.
Oh, you're half ling. Never mind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Other character.
So 4 like globules of light, giving like the same energy or light as a torch, start to float around the group. Though you don't feel any heat. So at least within a certain range of you, you get light.
I'd like to walk outside of that range if
I
possible.
was just gonna say, I don't think I'm gonna like that. Trying to look
Yeah,
around.
we like the natural darkness, so we'll flank them and they can be in the middle.
I'm gonna stay
How
with
are-
Whirlwind.
So you're still out in front. Then how are you leading them if you're going to be flanking them?
How
Who's
about
leading?
Fig and I take a few steps ahead?
Okay. So he keeps
Yeah.
like the lights just around them as you guys kind of move up ahead.
Yeah, as we're ahead,
Okay.
kind of in the
Paces.
dim light.
All right, good to
Yeah.
know. Good to
Yeah,
know.
Sala and I can just hang out.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
take it slow.
Okay. As you start to make your way through the woods, Chris, you hear a voice on the wind. It's faint,
That's not unusual for me.
carries out, and it's something yelling out in fear.
In
Uh-oh.
fear, I put my hand up to stop the group, and I listen to that voice, and I just hear it yelling out in fear.
You just like it's like a faint, far away shout, essentially.
I would like to follow that noise,
Yeah.
but still cautiously.
Okay.
And I'll signal to the ranger to follow.
All right. Go ahead and roll a survival check for me.
Seems legitimate.
What was the language that it was being?
You didn't hear anything. It would just been Chris, and it
Okay.
was not really in a language. It was just like an sort of thing.
Okay.
Kara, just so you know, you can help with these kind of checks and stuff.
That would be helpful.
Oh, sorry. What am I rolling?
You would basically give Chris advantage, like helping
Yeah.
him.
So what do I roll?
Nothing.
Oh,
With
nothing.
advantage,
Basically,
I
I'm telling you
have-
for future reference to keep in mind that two of you can help each other with things.
With advantage, I have a 21. Thanks for the advantage.
You're welcome.
So you quickly find with God, I need these names down. With Azariah's help, you start to follow these trails and the tracks that kind of lead in the same direction you heard the voice. As you travel through the woods, it takes you a little bit of time, especially moving slowly, as you know, try and avoid certain twigs and branches curving around trees and things. A little while later, you come to a small clearing with a dead tree covered in tangled vines. You see a man like alive but barely moving, stirred like beneath the brambles of the vines.
I'd like to move forward and check on the man.
As you get close, I need everyone to roll initiative for me, please.
That's fair.
Boy, I'm gonna die.
You're in the back.
Yes.
Stay back there. You got any ranged attacks?
14.
8.
All right, Chris, Fig,
16.
and Sala.
8.
Ooh, the two of you can decide who's going to go first.
You can go
And-
first.
I'll go first. I have 3.
We both gonna die.
Yeah.
I tell you what.
It's fine.
Okay. Fig, you're up first. As you see, yeah, you're up first. So you start moving in closer.
Yep.
I don't have a battle map for this one, but it should be easy to describe.
Perfect. Detour of the mind.
So it's a small clearing, maybe like 30 feet across. At the end of it, you can see like a dead tree, some vines that are like kind of moving over top of this body that's laying there. And as you get close, you start stepping closer and closer. You get about 15 feet, and things start to happen. But since it's not his turn, it's an initiative. Go for it.
So it's not the person's turn?
No. Good point.
Okay. So it's my turn.
It is your turn.
Wow, I literally have... There's just moving vines around.
Yep. He's like shouting writhing in him. He looks a little battered and bruised.
Well, should I use my one healing spell to heal this? Probably not.
You got two people behind you who are
Yeah.
not doing too hot right now.
I don't see any kind of. I'm gonna just try to figure out what's going on, try to understand the vines, if I can get a feel for what's happening here, so I can tell everybody else.
All right, roll a nature check for me.
That seems fair. Oh, I don't. That's a 4 total.
Oh God.
Not quite sure. At least maybe not this light. Not this. Looks a little strange. Moving vines that seem to be gripping this guy.
Okay. Yep, I am close to it. So, because I can't understand this, I'm gonna start. Give myself a little bit of space.
Yep. All right. Whirlwind. So right now, Fig's about 15 feet away. So the rest of you are about edge of the clearing, maybe 20 to 30 feet away.
I'd like to approach the man who's all tangled up, and don't get too close. Probably 10, 15 feet away.
Okay. Out of melee range, per se.
Right.
Yeah. And ask him, is he okay, and how long has he been here?
You don't really get much of an answer as he's like shouting, about to talk. A vine kind of covers his mouth.
Oh, cut the vine, man. Cut the vine.
All right. I'd like to, approach. Yeah, I'd like to try to cut the vine with a dagger.
With a dagger? Okay. Roll an attack roll.
$17.
All right. Roll damage.
6.
So you start to cut away at some of the roots, and you manage to hit a few of them and set part of him free, but he's still tangled up a bit, and seems like new vines are coming out.
Jeez.
And with that said, as the vines start to come out and grip around him, roots and vines start to sprout out of the ground within like a 15-foot radius around this thing, around you and Fig, you being Whirlwind.
My bad.
So that area is now difficult terrain, and I need the both of you to make a strength saving throw.
Oof, strength.
Myself as well?
Yep, you and Whirlwind.
I'm strong as hell.
Heard that.
Yup. That is a 12.
Could be worse.
Yep, I think that beats some stuff.
Whirlwind?
11.
11? So, Big, as the things start to come around you, you like pull your foot out and another one wraps around and grips your arm, and you just manage, like, struggling against it to rip it off. You were when they're not as lucky as they start to wrap around you, and you are now restrained. Sala or Azariah.
I still don't know what we're fighting.
It's vines and stuff of the same color and sort that you're can catch almost a face in the vines now.
Okay, it's a vine thingy.
Yep.
So
a
what,
vine blade.
Andrew? What am I besides the vines that are like coming out and gripping them? Am I seeing like a source of this?
Roll a perception check.
I should have done that instead of nature. I'm better at that.
15.
Nice.
15. So as you're looking, you see the vines curl up in the same sort of manner and color and shape as the vines that are wrapped around the man, like just over top of him. And as you're looking, you can see this face kind of appear within the vines. Kind of similar to the twigs you saw earlier.
I would like to. Oh. My bow and arrow, is that piercing damage? No. Okay, I'd like to shoot an arrow.
Yep.
At it. So D20, right? Just straight D20, or do I add my initiative?
You add your arrow, your longbow, shortbow, crossbow, whatever it is. It has a modifier.
+5. 17.
17 hits. Roll damage.
3. 10.
10 damage. All right. Anything else?
Do I have another attack?
I don't know. Do you?
I don't think I do. No.
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 Not when you attack with a bow. If you have 2 swords in each hand, you can attack with them both. but
Do
that's
one,
it.
two. Yeah, okay. I didn't think I had another. Yeah, no, I'm done.
Okay. Sala.
So question, they went like they had their turn, the vine.
Yes.
The vine did, yeah.
Okay. Where am I in proximity to them?
20, 30 feet beyond them. And they're
Okay.
about 10, 15 feet. Well, Whirlwind's up close, like 5 feet away from the vines and the person. Big's about 10 feet away from him, and then you're 20, 30 feet back to that.
Okay.
Or, sorry, another 10 feet back behind from that.
I would like to throw one of my daggers
Okay.
at this thing. So that's from 20 feet away, so I'd like to move. And
Okay. Yep, that just
20
puts
feet
you
away.
just outside a range of the vines that kind of like are outside around.
Seething.
Perfect.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll
Okay.
attack.
Oops, that first one is 10. Does that hit?
10. It hits it, but it just ricochets off its kind of
Snap. Oh,
outer outside. I won't say bark, but essentially bark.
so it hit, but it.
It didn't hit enough to cause any damage.
Okay, and then I'm gonna try with my second dagger.
You'll lose these daggers.
I know. I'll go get them later. Oh my god. Well, 7 won't do any better.
Yeah, that's
Jeez.
second one bounces off the handle. Just
Yep. I'd like to take whatever movement I have left to scooch back even farther.
okay.
That's it for me.
All right. The man is going to struggle to get himself out, and he's going to succeed and kind of quickly kind of try to crawl away. But not far enough to get an opportunity attack. Actually, you know what? He's scared. He's just gonna book it.
Oh no!
So, opportunity attack as he kind of runs out. This kind of vine lashes out to smack against him. It's gonna hit him, and it's gonna do a lot.
Oh, jeez.
Gonna take 10 bludgeoning damage, and he's gonna fall unconscious right there on the ground.
That's okay. We'll save him in a second.
All right.
Forget him on for the time being.
Big.
Okay, I step out of the seething vines.
Okay. You lose 10 feet of movement to just get out.
That's fair. I use my other 20 feet to kind of go around the side, so that I'll explain when I do the attack. I'm gonna use Thorn Whip on this boy.
Okay.
I do a 24 to hit,
Oh, it definitely hits.
and I do 5 piercing damage,
All right.
and I pull him 5 feet towards me, which would pull him off of Matt, hypothetically, or I don't know how his spell works, but
It just pulls him 5 feet towards you.
it can pull him up to 10 feet closer to me. I want to try to pull him off.
Okay. Yep. You can do that. It moves 10 feet away. Just
Cool.
All right.
Nice.
All right.
That's it for me.
Whirlwind, you're up as you see this kind of thorny web come out and grab the creature and start pulling it away from you towards Fig.
And that's piercing damage.
Yep.
ECW.
Okay. I'm still constrained, right?
You are still restrained by the vines and stuff coming out of the ground.
Okay.
Your speed is 0, and attack rolls against you have an advantage. Creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. So.
You can strength out or like attack the vines or something.
Yeah, you can still
gonna
attack.
say-
You just can't move, and you can try and bust yourself out if you want.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think I want to use a spell, Thunder Wave.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
I think that's a saving throw, isn't it? Yeah.
DC 12.
DC 12.
DC 12.
All right.
Yep.
Constitution.
He succeeds with a 21.
Oh shit.
I think nothing happens then, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Thunder Wave.
Is it
Is
a
it
cantrip?
No, it's not a cantrip.
Thunder
Oh,
Whip's the spell.
it's a
Thunder
first-
Clap is the cantrip.
Yeah.
So
Thunder Wave is a
half
first level
damage.
spell.
Right?
Hope so.
On a failed save, a creature takes half damage.
Yep, half.
Nice.
Okay. And then
Does it get blown anywhere or no? Because it's saved, probably doesn't.
because he saved, he doesn't get blown
Yeah.
anywhere.
No.
And this loud, like,
We're
kind
just
of
moving this guy
thunderous
everywhere.
crack echoes out from the woods. Anything else? You can't move, so really that's it.
Yeah, I'm done.
The vines. Is the creature restrained by you, or was he just pulled by you, Chris?
He was just pulled by me.
Okay. He's gonna turn towards the sound of that noise, and right where he is, he has a 10-foot reach, and he's just gonna whack out and try and whack the sorcerer
Oof, you
with
are
a
super hit.
16 to hit.
Yep.
You're gonna take.
Total party kill.
Yeah.
You're gonna take 9 damage.
Oh, yep. I only have 6, so.
That doesn't sound right. I think you can't have 6 health.
Holy shit.
And then
Yep.
after doing that, he's gonna move up the 5 feet and close the distance to you, Fig. Sala or Azariah.
No, it's me. And I'm gonna do exactly what I did last time. Shoot another arrow.
I hope we kill him. We have to carry all those people back to camp.
Right. So I shoot with a 13.
A 13 just hits.
Whew.
As it like just seems to puncture its outer shell. How much
and am I
damage?
rolling? Yeah. 7.
7 damage. Is it like you just find purchase and it seems to pierce in deep, and the creature like lumbers towards Fig, his arms outstretched, is about to whack, and it just collapses and falls over.
Yay! Debt repaid.
All right. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I will healing word our boy.
Is the Thorn Whip a cantrip?
It is a cantrip.
Okay,
Yep.
just making sure. So you do have the spell slot.
Yeah, it's my last one.
All right. So go ahead and roll for healing.
Boop, boop. The 7 healings. That's actually very good healings. You have full health again.
You have full health, Whirlwind.
Wow, I didn't know I could do that well.
The man on the
Yeah.
ground is going to succeed on a death saving throw.
Oh, that's my crit healing. That's good. Can I go medicine the man on the ground?
Yeah, roll a medicine check for me.
Wait, I don't even know if I'm
Do you
good
have
at
a medical? Anyone have a medicine kit? I guess I should.
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yep.
I don't
Roll
think so.
a health check for me, I believe.
So medicine is
check, yeah.
14 plus 3, 17.
All right.
Nice.
You stabilize him. He's still unconscious, but he's no longer like dying.
Is anyone literally strong enough to carry this man?
Ha!
No.
He's normal
I-
human.
I probably could.
No, my strength is real bad.
Yeah. Whirlwind could carry him or drag him essentially, but it's
We can
Not
work
an
together.
easy
I'll
task.
carry like a boot or something. Can we look around the area?
I'll carry his heavy half.
That's fair.
Andrew, can I get my arrows back?
yeah.
Yeah, and I'm
Um,
gonna snatch out my daggers.
Roll. How many did you shoot?
2.
2.
One's in it.
Yeah, you get the book back.
Thank you.
Can I snag my daggers?
Yep.
Those are bigger.
All right, so you are in a small clearing.
Yeah. What do I see around?
Mostly trees. It looks fairly empty. Besides that, you can kind of see up into the air. You can still see the daylight streaming in, but then kind of like almost stops at the lower levels. And then as you guys are sitting there, you hear a voice kind of, What brings you to these woods? As you
Man,
see this,
Woods will not stop talking to me.
you see this fey creature kind of step out from a tree.
And is this person
The
known
woods is our
to
home. Our
me
home.
or
Not
Fig?
sure. On tens.
Is that what you're saying, Fig?
Yeah.
Okay.
The woods are our home.
What are you saying, Kara?
Sorry, is this person known to me or Fig?
No. Not personally. You could
What's
the
roll
size of this
a
person?
nature check if you wanted.
Yeah, nature. 17 plus something. Plus 3, plus 2. That's a 19. This dice is hot tonight.
13.
Okay. To you, Kara, no, not really. To you, though, Fig, this is what you discover or identify as a dryad.
Dryad.
Yes.
Those are probably like super cool in my faith. So
They are.
I am in awe of it.
I'm in
for
awe
sure.
of it.
Of them. I consider this a sign for sure. Not sure what for yet. Probably do anything it tells me to.
Yeah, so it's they're typically feminine. They can hop from like trees to tree. They're essentially kind of nature personified.
Beautiful.
And as you speak, she kind of like looks over you and a druid. Like giggles and looks at you. What brings you
I
to these
flush.
woods, cutie?
Oh my god.
I am the chosen one of the old oak. Acolyte of whatever my god's name is.
Yes, I'm familiar with whatever your god's name is.
Wait, Sylvanus. I know his name. It's Sylvanus.
I am familiar with him, with her. So the chosen one brings himself and rescues a man and defeats evil. Wow, that is impressive.
It is a good story. If I was a bard, I would sing of it.
Were you here for him?
We are here to follow whatever messages nature gives me.
We're looking
And,
for a box.
Maybe to find a
Children.
box.
Like,
And 2 children.
looks
With a
like
sphere.
box and children. This is quite a strange question. Well, a man was here a week and a half ago. Brought a device of powerful and dangerous magic. He threw it and left. The box, it was taken deeper into the woods. By what though? Well, you appear to have encountered something of its like.
Do you
Did
also feel...
this man did this man that you encountered, was he husky with dark hair, wearing vibrant clothes?
Yeah, that about fits the description, yes.
Do you also feel the disturbance in the wood?
Oh, most definitely. Things here are... Nature is... Something is affecting nature.
What have you noticed anything
Have
besides
I noticed?
like
Oh, my dear elf, yes, I have noticed. We have all noticed. The trees have noticed. They come alive with evil intentions.
This is confirming everything that I've ever believed. I knew it.
And what about the 2 children? Have you seen children?
Children, no, I have not seen children though. Like pauses a second and hear like the wind kind of blow through the trees. Yes, it appears that there have been children, though where exactly they are, I do not know. Possibly deeper in the woods as well, taken by these abominations.
Was that a language? Or was that just the wind?
Can I try to
Just the wind to you.
Yeah, I would like to try and see if I could hear what the wind was saying.
Roll a
I'm like,
roll a nature check.
wind speak.
Whirlwind.
10.
You hear
Yeah.
It was worth a shot.
So it's not primordial. Now we know.
Nice try, Matt.
Okay, but back to this box. You said it was taken deeper into the woods. Can you point us in a direction?
she like lifts her hands and like a long slender finger points deeper into the woods.
Spooky.
Can you help us?
What more help would you have of me?
Helping us not die? Helping
Your
us find the
knowledge, your
box?
insight. Your insight.
I can
How-
give
how
you
far-
these, and she like waves her hand and she holds up 10 berries and
Yes.
gives them over to you.
Good berries!
Oh my god, that could probably.
Are these special berries?
Actually,
Do we know?
let me roll for how many she gives you.
Oh.
I did not take this spell, but I was really close.
6. You get 6 berries that appear in her hand and that she gives over to you guys.
Can I would like to take one and feed it to the man.
Okay. So like put it in his
Nom,
mouth
nom,
and
nom.
like
I
help
chew
him
for
chew
him.
it. Right. Yep. And suddenly he wakes up weak, but he is now alive and awake.
Okay, so we have 5 good berries left. I have 1 health. Kara has 3 health.
3, yeah.
Matt's full. Chris
full.
has.
Oh yeah, Matt's full because I healed like a boss. I haven't been hit yet.
Yeah, Chris is fine.
Yeah, been hit.
Untouched, maybe.
Take the
So-
berries.
Do you
Are
want?
we-
Do you want 2 and I'll take 3?
Yeah, that works.
That makes sense.
Perfect.
Are we sure
When he
these
does
aren't
it-
poisoned or something?
I mean, the
Too
man
late.
ate one and now he's alive.
The
So.
man-
man-
Well,
It was good berries.
Chris just
maybe-
shoved it in his mouth without even
Yep.
checking.
The druid
Full
for sure
druid.
would recognize him as good berries. No, they're fine.
Yeah,
so.
Okay.
They're in my field.
How many hit points do I get back, Andrew? With
1
2?
each. So
You get
3
2.
or 2 hit points.
Well, better than nothing.
There's a reason I didn't take the spell.
Yay, 4 HP.
5.
And you feel nourished, like you
Like you don't have to eat today.
don't have to eat today.
They're good for traveling. I help the man up to his feet, and I ask if he is the guy's name, his father. Nope, I don't know what his name was.
His name was Famir.
No, Tona. No, Tona.
No, sorry.
Or Tonad or
Thorold.
farmer, right?
Thorold.
Thor. I knew it was a T.
Thorold.
Thorold.
Are you
So
Thorold?
he like sits up. Yes, yeah, that's me. Who are you? What happened? How did I was walking through the woods and then these vines just wrapped around me.
My name is Oak, and we have saved you from the vines. We were trying to restore peace in nature. Were you looking for the children? Willis and Willow, I believe?
Children, yes, my children. They're somewhere in these woods that I need to get them. He like goes to sit up and like a pan
hope.
like you can see on his body. So like sits back down again.
We need to get you back to town, but we
So-
will
so-
find your children. It is our chosen task.
Yeah, we spoke to your wife. She gave us information. We're looking for your children.
You
Minda
should go
needs
back
you at
to her.
home.
Is she freaking out?
You spoke
I
to
wanna-
Minda? Oh, well,
We spoke to Minda. Is the dryad still there or is it gone?
it's gone.
That's what I thought. I am sad. A single tear falls down as I've seen the most beautiful thing. I help the man, and I say we need to head back to town before something worse happens to us.
Yeah, it's getting late.
All of you heading back to town?
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't there a farmhouse right outside the
His
The
house,
woods.
I think.
His house is like
I
right
think
outside
it
the
says
woods.
that,
Yeah.
Let's
let's
get
ask
some
if we can stay with
hospitality
him.
from him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get some hospitality.
No, it just says
Let's get some rustic hospitality.
So you
Yeah.
help him up, and and then start to make your way out of the woods, moving slowly. Want someone roll a stealth or a survival check for me?
I'll assist
I'll
I
do
could
it.
Tara on it.
Yep.
So you can just have advantage. Because I think you're better than me.
24.
Nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
That'll do.
You
That'll
do
do, pig,
take some
that'll
time escorting this man out, and with your own injuries and kind of creeping through the woods, you do find the path back, and after some time you do make it back out as the sun, like the darkness that you had from sort of leaves as you come out and see the sun setting. There is a woman who comes out as you guys sort of approach the house, and she like calls out for her husband and comes over and escorts him. Like, what happened to you? And he's like, I was looking for them and something just attacked me. These people, they stayed and they helped me and they saved me. I don't know where I'd be without them. I told them they could stay the night with us for tonight. Oh yes, of course.
That's
And,
right.
like escorts you inside, and you guys, she like hurries up and fixes a dinner and starts putting something together, and you guys have some time if you guys want to talk about anything.
Time just the
I
four
stare
of
at the
us.
sunset and I
Yeah.
say nothing's more beautiful than the loneliness of the woods after sunset.
I'd like to sit down and talk with Thorold.
Mhm.
Thorold?
Yep. He like
Um,
sits
We'll
down
call
and
it
like
Thor.
goes and like changes first and like comes back. He's still battered and bruised, but alive and now in new clothing.
can you describe what you saw as you were entering the woods and kind of what transpired?
I couldn't
Getting
see
you
much. It was
trapped?
so dark in those woods. I've never seen it like that before. I was following what I thought was the trail, and then I came to this clearing and called out for them. And as I approached, suddenly the vines started to move and wrapped around me, and I shouted. But that must be what lured you to me. But that's all I saw. All I know.
How long were you there until we saved you?
I only a few minutes, I think. I got tangled up. I freed myself a couple times and then tried to move it away. I mean, but I've been wandering the woods for hours.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Did you find any trace of your children before this happened to you?
No, I followed the trail, but I'm a farmer. I'm not a tracker. I soon lost it and lost my own way.
And did you see anything happen to your children before they were taken?
No, I was out in the fields. I was on my way back when I heard Minda crying out.
Do your children typically venture into the woods?
They are not supposed to, but children are children. The woods, I mean, have always been safe. I mean, you don't want them getting lost or anything, and they know to stay on the edge, but never worried about something happening before.
Seems legit.
We will find
In
your
the
children
time when
for
you were wandering, did you see anything else interesting
Interesting. I mean,
or abnormal?
what, the woods? I don't know. I've never really ventured that far into the woods. As I got myself that deep. There are creatures out there that I know not much about, but I tried to keep myself out of sight as much as possible of these things while looking for the children. Weirdest thing though I've ever seen was the vines attacking people.
Indeed.
Vines attacking people. Did you encounter others while
Others,
in the woods?
other vines, other
Other people?
no.
That's fair.
I'd like to pull how is
Azira?
it Azaria?
Yeah,
Azaria?
Azariah. Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to pull her aside and be like, "Hey, what was that business back at the tax collector's house with that symbol? Why were you freaking out about that?
Do I tell Gwen here, or should I type Andrew?
I would just tell her.
Okay.
I mean, if you're just telling her, then yeah, the other two just have to not what you call it.
Pretend
Yeah, we won't
they
mix
know.
player knowledge with
Okay.
character knowledge.
I didn't know because of the thing earlier. It's a symbol that my father used to wear around his neck, and when he and my brother disappeared, is the only thing that he left for me. I've been searching for years to try to find some clue of what it means. This is the first time that I've ever seen it, aside from the necklace, which I have, and I pull it out and show it to her.
Interesting. Your father and brother just disappeared one day,
Yes.
and nobody knows what happened.
Nobody. And I have not been able to find any information.
How long ago was that?
Oh, God.
Everyone, open your background section.
I don't leave my background. Hold on.
Like very recent or like not very recent?
It was 20 years ago.
Oh, okay, so
Whoa.
not very recent.
Whoa.
Mhm.
Interesting. Okay, that's all. I was just curious.
Have you ever seen it before?
No, that was my first time. Yep. Interesting symbol.
I don't know what it means.
I step in between them and talk to Aria, as I call her. It's Azariah, right? Something like that.
Sorry.
It's Azariah, but Aria is fine.
Azariah, your debt has been repaid. I saved you, you saved me. But I think that we are fated to save each other continuously, especially if we keep rolling this bad. So I'm glad that you have joined up to join this chosen mission. Thank you.
Fig, I appreciate what you did for me earlier. I think that you and I will be asked to this group.
Nice.
I
We can
assess her
change the
reaction.
world.
High five.
I assess her reaction and I decide not to say that I think maybe we need to kill Fig.
And then I go lay outside in the grass.
The hippie.
That's all I got.
All right.
I'd like to ask to take a shower, clean myself.
Nerd. I
And
rub dirt on myself.
I'll lay out my bedroll.
and I'd like to ask
Lay down.
Minda if she could wash my clothes.
Roll a persuasion check.
I'm looking for a
As you
dude.
set up your roll, Azaria, they look at you and say, "Well, you do have a room, a guest room available. It's probably cozy for 4 of you, but we could fit the 4 of you in there on a bed if you'd like."
I go, no thanks, and I pull out my bedroll.
I'm more comfortable outside. Thank
Yeah.
you, though.
Me as well.
What'd you get?
I'll take the bed. I rolled a 13.
A 13. She's like,
That's your new child.
looks at you up and down.
Matt's
like,
never going to leave. This is where Matt leaves.
The washroom is in the back if you would like to wash them yourselves. I appreciate your help with the children, but I feel like now is not the time for washing clothes.
That's totally reasonable.
Sounds good.
I take my
Alright.
bedroll to sleep on the floor of the bedroom. I'm not
Okay.
sleeping in no grass.
I'm taking the bed.
There's
That's
2
fair.
beds in the guest bedroom, so
Oh, okay, then I'll take a bed.
okay.
Well, we both trance because we're elves.
Yeah,
So,
so we're actually not
If
even
you want to take
sleeping.
shifts, we can each take
I was
4
just going to
hours.
suggest that, Fig.
Yeah. Teamwork.
We should keep watch.
The
Teamwork
only
makes the
problem with
dream
this
work.
plan is we don't get to hang out as much.
True.
Yeah,
That's okay though. We'll deal with it.
All right.
I think we have plenty of time for that.
Yeah.
How long do halflings need to sleep?
6 to 8 hours.
So a long rest consists of at least 8 hours, 6 of which must be sleeping, and 2 hours can be other activities like keeping watch, reading, light activities. Elves have
Working
the
on your
benefit
clockwork
of
dragon.
a 4-hour trance, meaning elves can finish a long rest in 6 hours.
Oh, cool. That's nifty.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been an elf before. It's
Okay.
got perks. See why they're so uppity.
Neither.
Who's taking first watch?
I'll take
take
first
first.
watch.
Okay.
Aw.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Okay, thanks.
All right, so you settle in. You're just in the base of the house with Azariah kind of going into a trance next to you.
Mhm.
The other two kind of up in bed and about to go to sleep. Is that the layout we're looking at?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right, roll perception for me.
I'm gonna get fired. That is a 7 total, and I have so I rolled a 2.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, how'd you get a 2 with a roll of a 5?
Thank goodness for the 5.
He rolled a 2.
Oh, you
I
rolled a
rolled
2 with a
2.
5. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. I am trash.
All right, so you kind of sit in the house, but there's different noises that keep capturing your attention. You know, you hear like occasional squeak or someone moving, occasional cough or snore.
It's my first day in the world, all right?
Right.
First day in the world.
So excited.
Oh my god.
As you sit and watch and keep an eye out, as you first 4 hours go by pretty uneventfully, though as the night starts to fall and you glance out, you can see the occasional snowflake drift down past the window.
Nice.
And
Hmm.
midnight comes and goes, and you rouse Azariah from her sleep, or from her trance rather. She kind of like wakes up at 4 hours.
Not much happened. I honestly zoned out for so
Perception check from you, Azariah.
Perception.
Yep.
You at least saw the snowflake, right?
Yeah, I saw a snowflake. It's like full on snowing
10.
out.
Yeah, 10.
So you sit there, the first 2 hours going by pretty uneventfully as you finish your long rest.
So do I? Sorry, just pause really quickly. Do I click that on D&D?
Yep. Indeed.
Yeah, that worked.
Go ahead.
As you wander about and see the other elf like on a trance below you and hear the occasional snore up from upstairs, you glance out the window and you see the snow coming down heavier and heavier as the night disappears and morning starts to come, and now it's in full-on heavy snow. And everyone finishes a long rest. And with that,
Yay!
everyone levels up.
Yay!
Waking up a
Thank
little
goodness.
sturdier than you were the day before.
Amazing.
We really weren't very sturdy yesterday.
Yep.
No.
So for those of you the first time leveling up on D&D Beyond, you'll
Yeah, how do you do that?
click on your character name on the top left of the sheet. Click
Mhm.
Manage Levels.
Okay.
Once you do that and it takes you to the new page, click Level and bump it up to 2.
Oh yeah, we roll our health. Yay.
Once you've done that,
Okey-dokey.
you're going to click Manage HP.
Yep.
And who is a Sala? Yours is set to fixed for some reason.
Oh,
I changed it for you. Just refresh your page when you get there.
thanks. Yeah, it was
Um,
just on there.
Once you've hit level 2, go up to Manage HP, click Manage HP. Now you'll roll your hit dice.
Yes.
Which is a 1d8 for the rogue.
2d6 for me.
It's 2d10 for me.
You roll 1d whatever.
To add it on, because you already have one in there.
You
That's
already
why
have one in there, right?
Oh, so I just roll 1d10?
1d10,
Yeah,
correct.
Matt, you just get 1d6.
Oh my god. 2.
It is
Wow.
1d6?
A 2?
Yeah.
Yep. Reroll any ones.
Oh.
Unfortunately, if it's a 2, I'm sorry. And then you
Just a
take that
D6.
number and add it to whatever is currently in rolled HP.
Don't worry,
Two.
guys. I'm our new tank because I maxed out my health.
So
So
Whirlwind, you'd be 6 plus whatever you rolled. Azariah, you'd be 9, you'd be 8
8?
plus whatever you rolled.
All right.
And it'll do the other math for you to get the new total HP.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's
it's
my
only
answer. I think mine might have gotten a little messed up with fixed HP. It had 13 as my rolled HP to start, but it should just be 5 plus 10, which is what it was before, right?
No, what yours was before was an 8 because you're a rogue. So whatever you rolled plus 8 should be in the rolled HP section.
Oh.
Oh, so
I
wait.
had
if you-
I had
oh, sorry,
10
go ahead.
health before.
You had 10 because that included your Constitution modifier.
Oh.
The rolled HP is just whatever the rolled numbers are.
Okay.
All right, so
Oh, okay. So that was
so I rolled and I put that in the HP modifier.
Whatever you rolled.
So I
no,
rolled
no,
a
no, no, no,
2.
no. Click Manage HP.
Yep.
Once you've done that, under rolled HP, you should have a 6 for you, Whirlwind, or an 8 for the rogue. You add whatever you rolled to that number.
Oh, okay.
So whatever you
that's
rolled
an 8.
plus 6. Yep, you're now at 8
Yep.
in rolled HP.
Great. And he doesn't even have Constitution.
No, he has no Constitution, so he's an 8.
Oh my gosh. Don't worry, guys. I now have 18 HP. So,
Oh, shit.
You're gonna do all the
have,
fighting.
I have 17.
yeah. That's wow. Nice job.
What'd you
How's
roll?
that real? A 5, so I'm kind of confused.
You're too high. That doesn't make sense.
Well, if it was 8 before and then plus 5 is 13, I put that in the rolled HP and then I
13
did
rolled.
apply. Yeah, and then it came up with 17.
Because I have the
13
absolute
rolled.
max.
Your Constitution is 2, so yours should be 15 total.
Yeah.
Let me get to your character's thing.
That's weird.
Rogue.
Are you the right level?
Yeah, level 2.
It says you're getting plus 4 from Constitution bonuses.
Maybe it's no. It wouldn't be a race thing.
No.
You're broken.
No, I'm constitute.
I'm constitute as heck.
Hit dice.
I learn more spells. Yay.
I think
Level
I get
6.
spells.
You get spells at some point. I don't know when though.
Level 3, I think.
Oh, I have to choose my fighting style. It says second level, and then it says spellcasting.
Oh, nice. Yeah, the spell casting will be up at the top of that section. It says class features and next to spells, and there you'll select spells.
Mm-hmm. I have no. Alright. So I have to pick a fighting style.
8 plus your Constitution modifier. Constitution modifier is a +2. Oh, no, that makes sense. I was on the wrong
is
sheet
it
before.
adding my constitution
No, yeah,
modifier
you're
each
good.
time?
Sorry, I was on the wrong sheet before. You're at 17.
Okay.
What are you, a D10?
She's a D8.
So it's D8.
I'm a D8, and I've got 8
a
originally,
D10 and I rolled
then I
a
got
2,
8
so
the
that's-
second time.
Right. So what's your total? Oh, she's got a +2.
I've got +2 to Constitution. I have 18 total.
Right. So yeah, you rolled. You rolled an 8 the second time.
Yeah.
So you didn't.
Maybe I did math wrong. No,
did
that's
math wrong.
16.
16 plus your Constitution.
Maybe my Constitution isn't what I. Maybe it's just +2 total. So +1.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, your
that's what's
Constitution's not as
confusing me.
high as hers.
Got
Yeah,
it.
my constitution's better.
Nice. Okay.
Alright,
Now
are
it
we
makes
all
sense.
set?
I have to pick a fighting style.
Yeah.
Pick the most meanest one.
So you got a couple options. You just have to glance at those and pick one. You got time. As it is 10, so as you guys wake up in the next morning to a snowy landscape, that is where we're going to call it for the night. So,
Cool.
Okay.
thanks,
Brand new
chat,
world.
for hanging out. If you guys want to hang out for like 2 seconds afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Chat, we will be back on Sunday with the secondary group, the primary group, Group A to this Group 1.
Secondary.
No, it's
The
not.
minor leagues.
The minor leagues. We'll
They're
be
not
back
as
with
cool as the quartet.
more Angry Elf adventures. So thanks for hanging out.
The Crimson Quartet.
Oh my god, I hope that doesn't stick.
All right, Andrew, you get 2 seconds.
1,000, 1,000. Happy Easter. Oh, I forgot Sunday's Easter. Are we gonna have a session on Sunday?
Doesn't matter to us.
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's got family
Yeah.
to hang out
Well,
with.
Your
So.
A group has already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Group 1 is already gone. Is Kathleen free? I guess you guys can let me know later. So.
We have nothing going on.
All right. Turbo, thanks for hanging out, dude. Tour changes to Giant Bunny. Love it. Peace out.